And we're live. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Thrones of Britannia, where we will be continuing on with my campaign as the Viking Sea Lords in Dublin. Let's do this. And once again, the loading screens in this game are really long. At times like this, I wish that I could afford to invest in a larger SSD for my computer, so that I could put this game on there, or an additional hard drive, so I didn't have to have all my stuff on one drive. I even just had more space in general. But I can't do that, and my computer's drives are basically full. But we have some Viking things to do. Time to resume our campaign after that long loading screen. And right now, if I can remind you,
Enemy blood will flow.
we have an army heading south to the border with Login here, who I think will be my upcoming target. We could, of course, go after our friends in Mead here, but... or Maide. I'm not really sure how to pronounce all these Irish names. But they have quite a few provinces, rather significantly spread out. Actually, I take that back. They have only 4, so maybe I should go after them.
Not possible.
They have a fairly large size 11 army.
We'll see this through.
I have a size 12 with a few depleted units and 1 or 2 that are still mustering up. It all depends, I suppose, on if I want my first target to be my enemies. There's random settlements on the outskirts, or if I want it to be their capital, the big walled city.
No.
That said, though, I do think we need to recruit an additional army and train up a few more units.
Our foes.
And we'll have to wait a little bit. Right now, if I wanted to, I could just go storming in and take that one minor settlement. And take the second next turn. Then there'd be one more in their capital, and at that point, their army would probably
Not
come
possible.
out to deal with me. And I think we'd do better in the field
Can't do
fighting
that.
these guys than we would trying to attack them when they're behind the walls. But, on the other hand, let's give the strategic map view a look. Viking. They're at war over here in Gwynedd, so their armies will be diverted. And that's something that we should take advantage of. So, De Flynn here. I'm going to raise an additional army there. Let's see. Who do I want to give command of this army to? Melee skill +3 command, -1 governance and zeal. Arbiter, yeah, Sigfrider here. I think he is going to be my next commander
You can rely on us.
for the army.
The time for that will come.
And we're now going to recruit a few units into the army. First things first. We have 40 food to play with. I'll take some spear herdsmen, some Eastman archers, some East axemen. That army's upkeep a little bit. This army right here is deliberately tiny, though, because the only purpose I have in mind for them is taking a few of these outlying settlements along the coast and such. I'm going to be relying on my main force to attack Nass, because I think I have decided
We pledge your
these
service.
guys down here in Lygan are going to be my first target. Now I can afford to recruit one more unit. I think, let's see here, I think some more Eastman fighters are in order.
Enemy blood will flow.
And then I want to get them to that next settlement as soon as we can.
We'll see this through. Let's go.
I'll spend a few turns basically prepping ourselves
Our foes should
and taking and making
you
sure
ask the impossible.
that some of our forces have replenished enough to move to stand a solid chance, and then we'll go on the attack. But before we do that, any chance of getting more food supply? In 3 turns, we'll have fishing jetties plus 40 food production. Over here, this little island in what I believe is now modern-day Scotland, we have a cattle herd coming in next turn for plus 45 food production. So next turn I can recruit some more forces to my army. But for now, this is the end of this turn.
Will benefit both our houses.
Okay. Some of the Vikings over here that are vassals of... these aren't Vikings, are they? One of Northumbria's vassals is offering us a declaration of friendship, along with a payment of 200 gold. I think I'm gonna take this.
It is a relief when agreement is reached.
It's basically us telling everyone that we think they're really cool. Is what that is. Steinberg has been destroyed. I don't remember where they're located. So, our cattle herd is finished. We now have a food surplus of 10. I could recruit one more unit of troops if I like. This army is getting some nice replenishment going on.
We pledge your service.
My nice friends over here in Dublin. Could potentially recruit a unit of skirmishers or spear infantry to bolster that army.
Enemy blood.
Or I could strengthen my main force here. No, I think my main force is decent for now. Not excellent, but decent to be sure. I'm going to recruit a unit of long axes to our other force, the one I'm sending down the coast.
Our foes shall fall.
There we go. Now, who's declared war on who? Strathclut and Galgodiel. There's Strathclut. Strategic maps probably better. Yeah, so these two and those two are at war. Because war. Don't need better reason than that. Authority and whatever that other place is. Let's see here. Breffni and Osrich. Breffni up there is at war with Mead and Osrich. Those two are probably allied then. Which could make things a little tricky. Honestly, the ideal situation for me would be if the bulk of their forces were tied down, fighting Brittany for a long period of time, or if these guys actually managed to win against at least Mead, because then Osrich here I could probably take out. The two of them combined, I would definitely need more forces than I have right now.
You can rely on us.
Let's see. 5 turns on you. 6.
We pledge your service.
Let's see. Okay. Now, are there any improvements I want to do? Well, for the time being, I think some additional food production in one of my minor settlements would be nice. But
Enemy blood will flow.
that's all we're gonna do for now. Just some extra food production. Because gods know I need it. At least at the moment I do. Now it's just to wait and see what the other factions do. It's the early days yet. Lycan, I'm hoping, will remain tied down with their war against the Welsh for some time. As you can see here, Ireland is quite literally on fire right now. Most of Ireland is at war with each other, and I am soon to join them as it happens.
We'll see this through.
Our force here that's to be backing them up are doing quite well. Let's see, it's spring.
Our foes shall fall.
We can't quite reach their capital. They're in one
This is beyond
movement. Trespass against Mead.
You can rely on
What I'm going to do now is station this army on the border with Lycan.
We pledge your service.
And we can't quite make it to that minor settlement this turn either. So again,
Move up!
we'll just sit on the border for now.
Dig in and keep watch!
And I'm going to put one of them in camp stance, just in case. Right now, we have plenty of money coming in. So I'm going to head over here to my little island territory. And upgrade our cattle pens for more food. Because turning this little island into a food production place would seem to be a wise move to me, since it's so far away these guys can't really reach it. So having somewhere I can produce food that's out of the reach of my enemies seems wise to me. In the turn, and we'll get a little more replenishment before we plunge into this war. No one that I can see is really doing anything, which, to be honest, I'm kind of grateful for that. As it's early days, so I get to take advantage of the inaction of my neighbors and just kill off one or two of them.
Enemy blood will flow.
Small expedition boost. A small expenditure may bring you the entire harvest later? Alright, have your tribute. Have some increased food production.
We'll see this through. Stand easy a while.
And actually,
Our foes shall fall.
Actually, that might not have been the best.
Get those fortifications up.
I'm going to put you back into your fortify stance. And I can afford to recruit one more unit into this army right now, so I'm going to do that.
We pledge your service.
100%
Enemy
unit
blood
replenishment. We'll put them
Organize
both
patrols.
in the fortify stance, so they replenish a little bit faster, and then next turn I will try and launch the attack. I really am kind of putting this off unnecessarily in a lot of ways, though. I should just attack, but who knows? I think it's something to do with the fact that these guys have so much more land than I do, at least appear to. That makes me not want to attack, because I'm worried they'll have like a massive army sitting in reserve that I can't see or something. What are they doing?
Friendship may be of mutual benefit.
Declaration of friendship?
Yes,
yeah, sure.
this.
They're fellow Vikings, after all. Why not?
We're ready.
Let's see. What are these traits she's going to give? Gives her husband +5 public order when governing, +1 influence, and minor diplomatic penalty to other factions. He has 9 influence already, but I think I'm going to let them marry, just because I want to see what happens, basically.
We'll see this through. Rest and regroup.
And I can attack them this turn.
Hurry along.
don't really care about the diplomatic penalty. I really don't. I'll just stand outside there.
Our foes
We
shall
can
fall.
attack them next turn. You can have a little forager.
You can rely on us. Stand easy a while.
None. Put them
Advance, men.
outside of... Brega has low public order, it appears. I wonder why. Buildings. And there was something about occupation. Maybe they'll get over that eventually. But I'm going to upgrade the slave market because that will increase my public order. I know, doesn't make much sense, does it? More slaves equals public order. Apparently, for some reason. But now, before we plunge into this war, I'm going to save the game.
We pledge your service. Eager and willing.
And we're going to war now. No allies are becoming involved, and yes, we will fight
We will
them.
meet sword with sword.
Thunder and glory!
Okay. They have a decent sized army. Siege. I'll get 2 siege towers and a battery for this engagement.
Attack!
We'll go
Enemy blood will flow.
attack against them next turn, when we'll also take the first of their minor provinces. It is that time. Again, we are at war. And I'm going to spend a little more money on some food production buildings. And top up on that a little. Oh, there's an army near my northern border. Not too happy about that. Brefni has been destroyed. Our war fervor has decreased.
We'll see this.
Now, this
Massacre
little
them.
settlement is mine.
Without delay.
I'll take that. Thank you very much.
We are men, not gods.
Yes, I know you're men, not gods. Why do you feel the need to tell me this? I'll hold off constructing anything in there.
In Odin's name.
Oh, we've taken it. seconds, everyone.
Strike now!
And I'm back. Sorry about that, everyone. That's something in another part of the old house needed my attention. You know how it is. In any case,
Bring death!
let's see.
His golden snake!
They have one unit of archers and one unit of javelin. They probably got quite a lot. Probably got quite a lot of everything else. I could automatically resolve this, but it would probably hurt quite a bit. Okay, I tell you what. Here's what I'm going to do. I wouldn't normally do this, but I'm curious as to what kind of outcome the auto-resolve will give me. This will not be my usual reaction, but I'm going to auto-resolve and see how many men I lose. I'm just kind of curious to decide. Lost only 357. Okay. I'll put up with that, actually. Well.
I have achieved greater rank!
We'll fix up the buildings, and I'm sorry, but you're going to have to wait on me doing an actual siege assault until our next war. And we can assign a provincial governor. We want someone as loyal as possible, and who's going to be very good at their job. So, Liat here, or however you pronounce his damn name. Is going to be put in charge. Ah, my little island here doesn't have a governor either. Ivar. Congrats. You're now governor of Mana. And that's the end of this turn. Now, what's Lygan gonna do this turn? Not much of anything. If I had to guess, they're either 1, sailing back, 2, far too committed in Wales to be able to get back in time, 3, their army has been destroyed by the Welsh, or 4, they're sitting further south and I can't tell. Okay. There's some Viking raiders around somewhere.
Our foes shall fall.
That's what's going on there. The enemy has 3 provinces left.
Smash them.
I'm going to proceed to take
Aye,
them from them.
Rely on us. You can rely on us.
I don't have the range of movement to hit their last one, unfortunately. We have plenty of food available to us, though, so I'm going to spend some of it to get a few units into my army. I can't recruit any bow infantry right now. So I will get a few others. Some javelins and some spears. And a few axemen as well. Let's see, that'll be 40 additional food in this army, which is not to size 17.
We pledge your service.
And our backup army can be upgraded with Quartermaster to be able to move better. Let's see. Two of those, one of those. That will be an additional 30 food. The lock can upgrade to give us some more of that.
Enemy blood will flow. Foes shall fall.
And you, I want quartermaster level 2. We're still just shy of what we're going to need. Frege has low public order. Sigfreder here has low loyalty, apparently. They have 5 influence. Let's see, is there any information on what's contributing to that? Oh, I have too many estates under my control. Do I? I can do something about that, I think. States, the king holds 3. I don't need a 3rd right now. You can have an estate, and that solves my loyalty issues. Now we can finally begin research. The only thing we can research is some better melee units. Shield biters and eastern marauders. To replace the Eastman fighters. I'm going to do that. Now I'll end the turn. And I know I'm kind of repeating myself at this point, but I really like how they've organized the research tree in this game, and how what you can research is dependent on your actions in game. They did something similar with the Empire in Warhammer 1, actually, where to be able to research certain things, you had to have built specific buildings or recruited a certain number of troops. It's a bit more in-depth and drawn out in this game, but it's the same sort of idea that you have to have actually used something in that regard to be able to make use of to be able to research the more advanced version. Like, you can't exactly research how to build trebuchets if you've never fought a siege battle, or research the more advanced
My prowess increases!
if your entire army is made up of infantry. It just wouldn't make sense. Our better harbor and cattle herd have been built, so they have a bit more of a food surplus. Everybody and their grandmother is going to war with each other.
We'll see this through. Our foes shall fall.
Okay.
Ready for battle.
I'm going to take Ferna down here.
Glory! We will. By then.
That's been occupied. Actually, let's see. This guy's a governor, so I don't need to give him the military-related things. What I do need to give him is some more scribe. He can make us more money in the local province. There's some Irish rebels sitting up there. Well, as long as they don't come into my territory, they can rebel all they like. Quite honestly, I couldn't give a damn. I couldn't give less of a damn, I mean. We have a Christian church here. And I'm apparently going to convert that into the paganistic version of it. Which I just want to mention, that's one thing that irks me a little bit. Because, historically, the Vikings were quite clearly pagans. They worshipped the Germanic pagan gods, Thor, Odin, and all of them. They most certainly did not worship God as we know it. I just wish that the flavor text for the religious buildings made that distinction, as in replacing God with gods, or something like that, and just made it seem more like a Germanic pagan building than one of the Christian variety. I mean, I get that you're kind of building it for the locals, and the people living in these areas would probably not have followed that religion, but it still irks me, and I wish that would be fixed. This little city down here, we will build a trade wharf there, and that will take most of my money.
We pledge your service.
I'll leave my nearly full stack
Enemy
army
blood will
there.
flow.
And we have enough food surplus. I can recruit one more soldier into the ranks. I'd like an additional unit of archers, but that's not happening. So, what I will do is get myself some javelin and skirmish